Welcome. I am the one and only MSJ, Max for short.
Is that glow?
And welcome
Looks like
to
this
my
thing should
YouTube
spin,
channel.
doesn't it?
This is more than just a crypt.
The damn room looks like some kind of ancient device.
Where's my notebook?
You gave it to Talbot, don't you remember?
What? No, I didn't.
Yeah, your gun too.
Oh, bollocks.
All right, we need to figure out how to get it spinning.
Look at these channels.
Just
Looks like they were meant for water.
All right, we need to figure out how to get it spinning.
Look at these channels.
Looks like they were meant for water.
okay. Let's see. Okay, so oh no. Okay, I'm back. So welcome to my continuous gameplay of the Uncharted series. I have been doing this in a little bit of spurts, but oh yeah. I think we have to move the globe. We're trying to find move the globe. Oh, yeah. Okay, come on. Something isn't triggering like I want it to. Oh, there we go.
See anything up there?
Hey, I bet we can light these.
They look like some kind of projections. They're marking positions on the globe.
Let's get the other ones lit. More to go. Just one left.
Wait, sorry, I got into the game. So tonight I
Beams don't line up with anything, though.
ordered my first GCW pay-per-view. It hailed from the Hammerstein Ballroom in Manhattan, I do believe. And I've always known about GCW and like what its reputation was and like what kind of matches it goes on and so I don't normally watch that kind of wrestling, but I do like those types of matches. I do like it when I think, to me, that's like a good escalation of a storyline. You know, just having crap thrown in just for the fun of it.
You got it. Grab another one and try again. Nice throw.
Is I think just having that stuff. I love the escalation of a storyline that leads to that. But I do like how the fact that like you don't like the no DQ is just kind of like is just there. But from my understanding, but I think. Oh, I can't.
Nice one.
All right, get on the other crank. Help me open it.
Let's give it a go.
There we go.
You need to be held. Come here. There we go.
Don't tell me we have to swim across.
What's the matter, Charlie? Oh, kitty don't like getting wet.
I hate getting wet.
Don't be such a sissy.
But my initial takeaway from the pay-per-view from start to finish is pretty good. I enjoyed it overall. Like
Okay, one more.
yeah, there is some kind of wonky elements about it, but I think that adds some like it just adds something to it, you know. I think that's what makes it feel genuine and like.
Hey, it looks like those light projections might line up with the land masses.
Go on, give it a spin.
Nice job, kid.
But
did it.
yeah,
Incredible. That's gotta be the entrance to the inner crypts.
quit. I don't need you making biscuits.
Come on.
This is a thin T-shirt. Um.
Here we
But
go.
yeah, how did you guys beat me up here so quick? But anyways, yeah, like I think there's like some big like how am I gonna put it? Like, of course you got WWE, which is very clean and polished, and the production value is like
All right, we're
astounding.
looking for a knight's tour.
Then you
Just
got
like we found in
AEW,
France.
which has
If my
that
hunch is right,
independent
it'll be
feel,
buried
but
with the other half of our
but it still has like a grander feel to it, I should say. It does have like
Is that it?
a polish
Yeah.
to it,
Just
and then you
the one
got
in
like
France.
TNA and New Japan. I'll put that on par with AEW, of course. Like I think it's just the way it's filmed and just overall production equipment.
About that. Talbot has
And then you got GCW.
told you how it
Um, and it's like at the kind of like at the end, but that's not a bad thing either, because sometimes I do like the rawness of it all. Like that's what I really liked about this pay-per-view more than anything is that just the pay-per-view itself seemed raw, and like there was like very little, like the way it was all presented, and like when you watch,
They must have followed us.
say if you watch WWE or AEW or TNA Japan, New Japan, like the
There's a draft over here.
the odds of like having a fan jump the rails and like get get into the mix of the show
Please be an outside.
it does happen, but it doesn't seem as likely I thought it was going to in this show, because like there's hardly any security barriers. Like there's only like
Thanks very much. I'll take that.
there's only like a the barricades there just to kind of give it the illusion of a area of where the wrestlers will work and everything.
Well then,
And
what a dilemma.
I liked it all. I just liked the feel of it.
Until the rest of my men show up, that is.
We can wait.
But each of the matches, I'm not familiar.
Charlie?
Sorry. I'm just wasn't familiar with most of the people. Of course, I know who Jeff Jarrett was. I mean, obviously, just been watching wrestling for 20-some years, like, and then, who Matt Cardona is, and the few surprises here and there, and then Nick Gage and who else? There's a few others, but like those are the ones that really kind of are who have kind of jump companies, and so it's like I've watched it a few times, but I have no introduction to Effie or the Briscoe brothers or who else, like some of the lucha, the trios lucha match. I never heard of any of those, but I enjoyed that match, like from start to finish. The Ruby Soho and Alice Catch match, I thought that was really good. Some of the finishes for the matches seemed very what it's called. It definitely wasn't in the favor of the fans. You definitely tell the fans were displeased with a few of the outcomes of the matches. Especially, I think one match in particular, the Matt Cardona match, I think that ended the way it should have, and definitely generated heat with the fans and everything. But the Ruby Soho and I keep thinking of her name wrong. Alice Catch. That match, I think she should have won.
Funny how things work out, isn't it?
But I think I get why Ruby Soho won, but I think her opponent should have won. I think because I love that little vignette of her walking through New York and what her dream matches and like what like just wrestling in general means to her, and just like it was such it was just a fantastic vignette, and I think she should have definitely won. 100% won. I think that was the only outcome. And then
Nate, look at this.
Oh, what the hell?
And then the last match
We can't stay here.
Just leave me
was,
kill those bastards.
No way. We're getting you out of here. Come on.
you can definitely tell they ran out of time, because I was like, okay, the match has been announced and people are coming out, and like, but I'm like, I'm super thirsty, I have to get something to drink, and then next thing I know, the next thing I know, the match is basically over, and I'm like I felt like I missed something, and then I was like, well, I thought it was a miscommunication. And then I thought it was just a miscommunication and between. But yeah, sorry, I got into the point of the game.
Right behind us.
Help me with the door! Okay, come on, guys.
But yeah,
Sorry, Charlie.
it was just you can tell that the match was kind of ran out of time, and then they had to get in that final promo in the ring and everything, and it was just like I understood.
Head for the gatehouse.
I understood everything. Then I immediately went online and everything. I think a lot of people nailed it on the head. It wasn't a bad ending. It just felt rushed, and like I think people would have enjoyed the ending. And I think they wished it was allowed to like do what they had planned overall. I think that's the only thing. And then, how are you guys getting ahead of me? But I think the one match that truly was kind of like a letdown to me was the John Moxley match. I mean, like, I love Homicide, and I love John Moxley, of course. But I think that match, I don't know. Something felt weird about that match to me.
Well, that won't attract
But
any
I
attention.
enjoyed the pay-per-view overall. I thought it was really fun.
Morning.
Um,
Not worth the price of
it
admission,
was
folks.
just, I enjoyed that, even though the Battle Royale and the pre-show matches. And I think I'm a big enough wrestling fan where I don't need to know the storylines and I don't need to be familiar with people, and I can just enjoy wrestling
Come.
as a whole, by itself, regardless of like what's going on. Like, I'll probably end up following GCW a little bit more closely now, especially the Matt Cardona and stuff like that. Like, of course, I know what's been going on a little bit with that and the Bad Boy Joey Janela and stuff like that. But it's just,
You doing all right? Oh, fabulous.
it was just,
That was too close.
I'll probably end up following that one a little bit more here,
No, I mean
like
the whole
here
thing.
now. But it's just
It's
like.
worth it, Nate.
But yeah, it's just, I think just the pay-per-view itself was really good. I enjoyed it. I had good food. I was I just was into it. Like, I really was from start to finish, and I for the price tag that I paid for it and what I got out of it. I think I got my money's worth. I thought it was really good. I had a lot of fun. I don't know what my if Mox and Homicide was kind of my least favorite, but not saying that in a bad way. I mean, there was a lot of good moments in that, like with Homicide kicking out of the paradigm shift onto chairs. I thought that was great. I was like, oh, that's it. I knew that was the end. And then he kicked out. Like, oh, awesome. Because I know that finisher is pretty protected, and even on the chairs. So, and it's just good to see John Moxley in the ring and Homicide doing his stuff, and it was just like perfect. So I just enjoyed it through and through. But it just, I don't know. I think it should have been a little bit. That match was very brawler, like very like stiff and everything, and which is not a bad thing. Just sometimes I'm not used to that kind of matches, so like it could be just me, but I did enjoy the match. But it just other matches, most of the matches on the card really did stand out a little bit more. What match? Like the ladder match was probably. I think that might have been my own match of the night. It was the first match on the actual card of the night. I enjoyed a lot of the spots. I enjoyed just like I mentioned, like the rawness of it all. It just felt like some of those moves were like, oh my god, like somebody's going to get hurt, and
so this is the new part.
Well, it's all relative. The city was
And then-
founded at least 3,000 years ago.
and so
Well, lead on.
I think that's really all I gotta say about it. Hold on, I'm trying to think. Let me just do a quick rundown of the card. I'm sorry. The first match was the grab the brass ring battle. What's it called? Grab the brass ring ladder match. I thought it was like I don't really, like I said, I didn't really recognize anyone. I'm not familiar at all with anybody. But I enjoyed it. Like that, like I mentioned, like I don't need to know who's who, but obviously it helps to know who's who, but to really like give it a little bit more of a personal touch to the match. But I've been watching wrestling long enough to know wrestling, and know stuff, and just like through commentary and stuff like that. Which commentary was really good I loved how raw and like how they just kept cussing on. And I don't know, that kind of stuff just
Looks like they got the
adds a little bit. I mean, I know
You two just stay here.
some you don't need to have harsh language and wrestling commentary, but sometimes like when you're really caught up in the moment, just say what you want to say, you know, and like it will definitely make the match
Right.
more raw and more
Let's try over here.
have like
Go another way
kind
around.
of a more of a personal touch to it, like I've mentioned a couple times. I really enjoyed that. I love the package pile driver onto the ladder, and you could clearly see one of the runs on the ladder like bend, and I'm like, oh man, that was rough. I enjoyed that a lot, and
That's my hubby.
and it was just like, oh wow, that was just and then what was his name? The French Canadian Frankenstein, PSC or something like that. PSO.
Okay, up here.
I loved him. Um, no, I don't think so. Um,
More cops.
wait
Yeah,
to
looks like we're not
complete
gonna
it.
be in here either.
No, I'm not. I'm playing on easy.
Around.
So just because I've beaten these games on hard and well, I think on the PS3 versions I have, but and on crushing, but I don't think you have to complete them on hard to get to Talbot.
Hey, up here.
But
There'll be another way through.
I don't think I don't think Talbot was really a villain where you
Follow me.
had to interact with. He's just there, especially how
You all
he
right?
meets his demise. Sorry for the spoiler at the end. I think that hopefully answered your question.
Oh, come on. Just cut through. You'll be fine. Just don't break anything.
Oh, are we talking about the skin? Oh. Oh, yeah, I guess you do. Okay. I get what you're saying now. I'm sorry. But yeah. So yes, you do. I guess I never beat. I guess I never. Oh. Oh. Oh, I didn't realize that there was this many skins and stuff. But okay, but yeah. I always like to play as the donut Drake, the fat Drake that you see in my profile picture. I like playing as that character. I think it just breaks all form of reality when you got this big guy jumping from ledge to ledge and on ropes and everything. Like where I think that's just, to me, that's funny. The visual, and then seeing Talbot, you know, like the bad guy of the game. Show up or being played. I think that's pretty cool too. I did get most of the. I think this is the one game that I haven't really completed in terms of like of rewards and everything. Like I don't know. In my previous stream, I talked about how this game, out of the first four, I just don't remember this one all that much, and I just didn't. This one just to me just didn't have the replayability compared to 1, 2, or even 4. I think. So. But I still think this one's a good game, but I just never really completed any, like, the treasure hunt and stuff. Oh man, I'm pretty sure that would kill someone. Just if you catch him just right, like on the bridge of the nose or something, like or hitting your nose just right. But anyways, back to GCW. I'm actually almost halfway through the game.
You expected something different?
But yeah, the ladder match, and didn't really know who was who, and just no one. Like I said, just I think I'm just recapping real quick that I just didn't quite know who was who, and but I was still able to enjoy the match itself just because of thing. Okay, so I got a rundown of the matches. The brass ring match, ladder ring match was really good. That was probably my match of the night. My second favorite match of the night was the Matt Cardona and Joey Janela match. I really thought that was fun. Like, I loved. Oh yeah, I forgot.
See, check it out. These are the same pillars. Francis Drake must have made these notes when he was down here.
Does it tell us how to find the entrance?
It's pretty cryptic, but I think I can work it out. These holes must be important. Guess we just have to find the right one.
How are we gonna do that? There are a lot of those holes in this room.
Well, there's got to be another clue. Look around, we're missing something.
think I had it. Oh, there we go. Nope, that's not it. Was it? Did I really have it?
Hey, Nate. There's a message scratched on the wall.
Some kind of lever in here. Ah! Something bit me. It's an Enochian script.
Must have been left by Drake. You decipher it?
I'll try. The moon will show the way.
Moon. Down here. I am not hanging around this place till nighttime.
I'm pretty sure it's a river. I'll make a note of it on the map.
You're gonna mark up Sir Francis's 400-year-old map?
Wouldn't mind.
Oh, I gotta find the moon.
There's a symbol carved into the floor over here. So if I stand here...
This is it. Sully, you go to that column. Elena, you take the one on the far wall there. I've got this one. Okay, now just reach in and find the lever.
Really?
I think we have to pull them at the same time.
Okay, but what if you're wrong?
Yeah, I kind of like this on, Nate. I use it all the time.
Just do it. 1, 2, 3.
You sure that's the right lever?
Listen.
What'd I tell you?
Damn, it worked.
Yeah.
The match with Jeff Jarrett and Effie, I enjoyed it. I really did. I liked how
Buried riches of a lost
Jeff
civilization.
Jarrett was. It kind of played very similar to Goldust and Razor Ramon a little bit, you know, in terms of like Effie having like specific style to him, and Jeff Jarrett just not used to it, and you know, and I just really just enjoyed all of that, and just like it wasn't very like a technical match, and but it had its moments, and it was really good, and I liked everyone in it, and it was just good to see Jeff Jarrett in the ring, and I really like his new The Last Outlaw kind of thing, and I just really like that. Then you got Allie Catch, that was her name, sorry, and Ruby Soho. I really liked that match. Like I talked about at the beginning, I really think Allie should have won, due to the fact that Matt Cardona won with the help of Brian Myers. I thought having one heel, not like, even though I know Ruby's not a heel, but it was just like
You got a bit up here. I'll go check it out.
It was just, I think that Ruby should have just should have lost. But I understand why, like I said, I understand why she lost. That
Sully,
really,
throw me your
to
lighter.
me, that makes sense. I'm not being a stickler or anything like that. It's just like, I was just like, oh. Because I really like Ruby Soho, and I was like, I really am into her. Where is the thing?
Okay. Okay, that didn't work.
I always forget where. Let's we go with this.
Okay, so that didn't work either. I guess that wasn't right either.
How's it going, kid?
Okay, so that didn't work either.
I know what I'm supposed to
I
do.
gotta line up these statue pieces with the mural on the wall.
Well, you think from the right spot all that junk will make sense?
That's what I'm hoping. I guess that wasn't right either. Okay, so that didn't work either. I guess that wasn't right either.
I think I know.
Okay, so that didn't work either.
Hey, you doing okay down there?
I think I gotta line up these statue pieces with the mural on the wall.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Guess that wasn't right either.
See, it took me a minute to realize what I'm looking for. Yeah, I know. I goobed. Looking for a torso. That's what I'm looking for. There it is. Can't believe it. Took me that long to figure it out. Oh, and then the trios match, like I mentioned, I thought that was really good. I always like lucha matches and everything. I always like the high flying and everything. I just
You so sure that it's treasure they're after?
Not really sure. No.
oh my god. And so I think I covered everything.
What kind of symbols are
It was
those?
just
Never seen anything like it.
I don't know. Looks like it's some sort of mechanism.
oh yeah. I gotta
Someone
find the
scattered the
gears.
gears all over the room.
Think Sir Francis?
Who knows?
Okay, well, let's hope we figure it out. I think we're trapped in here until we do.
Always have to like. I basically just have to like guess because I can't remember that. I know some of these do make. I know these do make a. They are. See, oh yeah. There we go. Let me just see. Yeah.
How the hell did it get all the way up there?
There has to be another way around.
Hmm.
Hey, this screen decodes the images.
What can you see?
All right, one looks like a cross, and the other has 4 circles.
Hey, the same symbols are on some of these gears.
Huh. Symbols seem to be rotating in opposite directions to each other.
Okay. What the hell's that supposed to mean?
That means I got a couple in the wrong way. That's what it means.
Okay, that didn't work. I don't get it. All the cogs are in place.
Maybe they have to be specific ones.
Well,
it's worth a try.
I was right there the entire time.
Nice.
Come on.
Okay, so Nate, did Francis Drake ever find that lost city that he was looking for?
Don't think so. Seems like he only came this far, then turned back and headed home.
And concealed everything about this little detour?
Yeah.
Have you stopped to ask yourself why?
What do you mean?
I don't know. This whole place just seems like some kind of a
Oh, it looks like some kind of ornate brazier. I'll need a torch to light it.
No, it's this puzzle. I don't think this one I know I have troubles with. I think we're just going to end it there. My mind isn't in the puzzle mood right now. But anyways, that was just my review of the first GCW pay-per-view. I know I kind of was a little sporadic and everything, but I enjoyed it overall. Each of the matches were fun in their own right. It was good to see Jon Moxley. Like, I'm just recapping. I enjoyed seeing Jon Moxley in the ring again. He looks awesome. I was really fond of Effie, and I just like he really standed out, especially in that match with Jeff Jarrett. Like I said, it had Razor Ramon's Goldust kind of vibes to it. I really liked that. I just thought that I just really like that, and I think Effie should have won that match too, but I also understand why Jeff Jarrett won as well. But I keep mentioning, like, that Alley Catch, she should have won. I think she honestly should have won because they spent a lot of time on her vignette, and Ruby Soho didn't need the win, I think, but I think she needed the win. And that's just me from the vibe of watching the show, from face value, because I don't follow GCW, but I will probably follow it a little bit closer now due to this pay-per-view and everything. So, like, yeah. So that is all. My name is Max. The one in MSJ, Max for short. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Almighty Top, for commenting and watching for a little bit. Thank you. I appreciate that more than anything. So I will talk to you all later, and bye.